is Savannah Prater, and today I will be discussing the presidential candidates and their strengths and weaknesses. Two front-running candidates are Hillary Clinton for the Democratic Party and Donald Trump for the Republican Party. Gary Johnson is the Libertarian Party, and Jill Stein is running for the Green Party. First, I will be talking about Donald Trump. Trump is a very outspoken man, and many would agree with me when I say that this is his weakness. Recently, footage from 2005 has been released of Trump saying that he has, without consent, kissed and grabbed women in an inappropriate way. He has been claiming that this was only locker room talk, and while this may or may not be true, it is evident that he would do well to learn to watch what he says. This is only one example of Trump's words catching up to him. His views and ideas for our country are well planned, but his overall vulgar and derogatory manner creates the idea to us as voters that he does not respect us as individuals, so how will he respect us as a country? On the contrary, his plans for our country could benefit us greatly. His proposition of tax cuts, revising NAFTA, and taking back our jobs for American citizens are what could potentially make him a great president. Hillary Clinton's past also caught up with her in this campaign. Things such as the incident in Benghazi and the 33,000 emails that she deleted after she received a subpoena generate the notion that the Clintons are not to be trusted. But just like Trump, there is hope in her policies. Clinton's plan to tax the wealthy fairly, her consideration of the war of races, and her plan for student debt factor in the issues of all people in America, prospectively creating a fair opportunity for everyone. Many of us, including myself prior to this election, only paid any attention to the two main parties, not even knowing what libertarianism was. Being a libertarian is believing in the doctrine of free will, and this is what Gary Johnson stands for. Gary Johnson's opinion of how to fix our national debt, civil liberties, and how they need sustained, and his plan to create jobs is what makes him a great candidate. But his lack of media coverage and lack of knowledge could provoke slight hesitation to voting for him. Johnson believes that his lack of knowledge for foreign affairs could be an asset, but the Constitution specifically gives foreign policy power to the president. Therefore, he should definitely know what he's talking about. He sees that his insufficient grasp of foreign policy makes him a clean slate with no preconceived notions of foreign leaders and their policies. But in my opinion, to run our country, the president has to know what's going on in the rest of the world. Finally, the least known running candidate would be Jill Stein. The Green Party supports environmentalism, social justice, and nonviolence. Stein's The Power to the People plan utilizes environmental ideas to better all aspects of our government. Her Green New Deal proposes 100% clean, renewable energy by 2030, investing in public transit, sustainable agriculture, and conservation. She'd also like to replace unemployment offices with employment offices and make healthcare a basic human right. While all these ideas are good, are they conceivable without increasing our national debt even more? Stein's downfall would be her lack of coverage. She's only on the ballot of some states and only eligible as a write-in in a handful of states. Also, as she is a very driven woman, a warrant for her arrest was recently issued for vandalism on a pipeline that is damaging to the environment. In my personal opinion, being driven in your beliefs is one thing, but being extreme as our potential president is a whole other story. These candidates all have great ideas to better the world we live in, and it comes down to us to decide who will run our country to the best of their ability. The question you could ask yourselves about each of these candidates: do the pros outweigh the cons?